If you look carefully, you'll see the Buriyan teaching their young how to fly. In the far distance, you can hear the rivers flowing in the wind. You can feel the earth grounding you on these beautiful lands. We're here today to celebrate this incredible achievement that will continue to change our lives forever. And in doing so, we reflect upon the wondrous history and the vibrant heritage of our First Nations people, whose stories are captured in the lands and waters that surround us today. As we reflect on the love and the loss in the world, we must acknowledge the immense privilege we all have in being able to live and to learn on First Nations land. Today, I take this opportunity to acknowledge the Ngunnawal and Ngambri people who have welcomed us to live with the land as they have for more than 60,000 years. I pay my respect to their elders past, present, and emerging. As we reflect on how lucky we all are here in the Australian Capital Territory, we should reflect on the role of the law and of policy as well. Their role in incarcerating more First Nations youth than ever before. Their role in racism and injustice, which are no longer possibilities, but certainties. And we must question our own role. Will we use what we've learnt and what we truly care about to create an Australia that benefits us all? I know we must not lose sight of how far we have to go, but I do believe that we must also remain hopeful and inspired by the immense possibilities of change. We can proudly recall the voice of Vincent Lingiari. We want to live on our land, our way. A man who, despite all odds, changed the course of history forever. A man who stumped politicians, a man who taught us that nothing can move a people who know where they stand in the law. My name is Abhirami Rajkumar, a name given to me by my parents, people of Sri Lankan Tamil heritage. The very fact that I'm standing here today, a reflection on the compassionate migration policies under Bob Hawke in the 1980s. I am the law student who couldn't give this speech last year because I failed equity and trusts. I have cue applause written in here. Failure is real and it is painful, but it always feels better after a night at Mooseheads. In all seriousness, I do hope that when we remember the moments we believed we failed, we also reflect on those failures and how they led us to a different door, a different person, or a different opportunity that made us the incredible individuals that we are today. As I reflect on the failures and successes of my time here at the ANU, I find so much to remember and so many to thank. The professors and mentors who reminded us that there is a world out there to be changed. Thank you, Mary Kilcline-Cody. The lecturers and tutors who saw past questionable grades to spot potential, to contribute to our society in ways that cannot be assigned a number or a letter. Thank you. I'm not the only one who remembers listening to the Echo 360 copyright recording on double speed, nor am I the only one who's going to miss Schmitty driving around in his Tesla. Seriously though, climate change is real. Yay, electric cars. And we all remember the ex-resis, the older students and friends who gave us their notes and didn't let the innate competitive nature of the law school get in the way of helping a friend. You're all champions. Let's never forget the staff who had our backs from the very beginning. The support staff, the maintenance staff, the cleaners, the chefs. You gave us the incredible freedom of being able to focus on our books, the freedom to learn. You hold this place together. What you do matters, and we value you so much, and we are so grateful. Today we reflect on the friends that grew to become our family, the ones who supported us through late nights of essay writing, moments of feeling utterly lost, and moments of heartbreak and perfecting the art of the perfect text message. We reflect on the sacrifices of our loved ones. To my own parents, Nalini and Raj, Nundri. Appa, you got out of a civil war, supported your family, and helped me to be the best possible version of myself. Even that one time I got so drunk I slammed your car door straight into my face. Your hard work and tenacity inspires me. You've never stopped believing in me, and for that I cannot thank you enough. I truly believe that this is a special place. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined being given the opportunity to study here at the ANU thanks to the Tuckwell program, one of many scholarships that have transformed the lives of so many of us, the very reason that I'm here today. At a university as inclusive, caring, and dedicated to positive change as the ANU. Between the walls and beneath the trees of this garden campus, we understood our shared humanity, and I felt like I belonged. I honestly believe we are a special group of people. Many of us would say we found ourselves during the course of our law degree. Some of us found or reaffirmed our passion for justice, fairness, equality. Some of us found our best friends. Some of us surprised ourselves with who we became friends with. And some of us, beyond all expectations, and I mean all expectations, found love. Our graduating class is made up of every kind of individual. People who have had the privilege of being supported by loving families. People who have lived through loss in ways some of us cannot imagine. Students who worked to support themselves whilst keeping up to the expectations of the law school. Students who have fought the toughest battles to make it to class each week. And despite all of this, we got through. It wasn't easy. Law school is long, it is trying, and it is a constant reminder of our integral place in the world. Over 5, 6, 7, 8 or more years, we have learnt together, we have grown together, and we have overcome so much together. We have relied on each other, we have held each other through the worst and best that life threw at us. We have found hope and strength in each other, but today, this group changes. Yesterday, we were still a bunch of students. Today, we become a cohort of graduates in the law, ready to use the power of our privilege. I use these words quite deliberately, because no matter who you were before you walked through the daunting doors of the ANU Law School, no matter how much or how little money you had, no matter who you had in your corner, you leave today with the power of privilege, a privilege that comes with understanding the law, understanding the great ways in which the law protects us all and serves our country, and the ways in which it does not. And knowing that wherever we find ourselves, whether it's a corporate law firm in Sydney, a community legal centre in Broome, or at a microphone pursuing our passion for music, we know that because we do understand the law, we understand how it can be used to do good. We understand how individuals can achieve justice. We understand that no battle is too hard for an ANU graduate. We got through equity and trusts, we can get through anything. We came to the ANU Law School for myriad reasons, and no matter what stage of life we're in, and no matter where it takes us, we must hold on to the power of privilege that we have, a power that no one can take away from us. In many ways, the law has no power on its own. Break it down and it's a list of rules on paper. We give it power with meaning. We give it power and meaning with our participation and the choices that we make. We have the power of privilege that allows us to ensure that we are on the right side of history. No matter your political persuasions, we must come together to ensure that we use our knowledge, our networks, our passions to cure the ills that plague our nation. We must understand that we will not bring about change without power, knowledge, and a little bit of risk. We must look beyond the accolades of breastfeeding in Parliament and begin to think about the injustices of mothers who breastfeed in locked bedrooms as they wait in fear of being hurt by a man who promised to protect and love them. We must reflect on the injustice of Australia having one of the highest rates of domestic violence in the world, on the injustice of kids being locked up for minor crimes because of the colour of their skin, of children as young as 10 years old taking their own lives because they see no future in a country as it stands today. There is a child peering outside a window of barbed wire, depending upon us to use our power. We must understand that power is great, it is phenomenal, but we must know that it is a privilege too. I know our cohort, and I know our voices won't be silenced. We won't ignore injustices, we will stand by each other, we will believe each other, and we will pull each other up because that is what we do, that is who we are. I cannot wait to see what we all do over the next couple of decades. It excites me beyond measure because the possibilities are endless. As we go forth and continue to be fit and proper people, know this: we hold power through the law, a law that has been used to both oppress and to free, a law that we now have the privilege to wield for the good and the power to change for the better. Today we can celebrate because tomorrow we begin. Congratulations, class of 2019, we did it.